that you know you're mine. Hands on your body, I don't wanna waste no time.
Hey you guys, welcome to the first ranking video on this channel. I'm going to be going through and I'm going to be putting all of these quarterbacks into tiers based on how I think they're going to do next season. There's some college quarterbacks like Jake Fromm, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, Jacob Eason, and and Jordan Love. And PJ Walker is on this list as well because he's going to be an NFL player. So I'm going to go down the list starting with Josh Allen, who I think is a really good quarterback. I don't think he's elite. I only have a few quarterbacks on the elite list, but I think Josh Allen is a good quarterback. So next up is Baker Mayfield, and this was one of the hardest ones for me because Baker in his rookie season, he was probably the best rookie quarterback, but now it's looking kind of downhill. I think I'm going to put him um I'll put him as starting caliber because I think he'll bounce back from his rookie year with a new coach. Up next is Ben Roethlisberger. I think he's starting caliber. He gets injured too much for me to make him great. Okay, now it's Drew Brees, most accurate quarterback. That one's easy for me. He's elite. He's probably going to be elite for the next 2 or 3 years at least. Up next is Joe Burrow. So it's a little harder with these rookies or quarterbacks who haven't been drafted. But I'm going to assume Joe Burrow is going to the Bengals. I think he'll be starting caliber because he was so good in college, but I don't think he's going to be anything better than that. Cam Newton, as of right now, does not even have a spot. So I'll put him at starting caliber, but I think if he finds the right team, he is an elite quarterback. Derek Carr, I don't know. He's always there, but he's never. Yeah, I'll put him at starting caliber. Case Keenum, I'm gonna put at replacement level. I don't know why he's like on a team. It's a bit confusing. Kirk Cousins, he's elite. He had such a good 2018. It was underrated. Okay, Dak Prescott. So this guy and Jared Goff, I just can't have them as great because Dak has probably the best team around him, and he just can't make the playoffs. Andy Dalton. So through the first 6 games, Andy Dalton I think led the league in passing yards. So he's not a bad QB, but yeah, he's not gonna start on the Bengals. He's replacement level. He might even be a backup. Yeah, we're gonna put him at backup. Sam Darnold. Um. So what I'm gonna say, I'm gonna put him at replacement level, not because he isn't starting caliber and he will start, but because all of these guys are probably better than him. Up next, Drew Lock, and Drew Lock is, Drew Lock is great. He finished the season 4-1. He had ridiculous stats. He's good. I think Kyler Murray's gonna be elite. He's one of the most talented players. We all know that. He runs around. You can't tackle him, and he makes all the throws. I don't know. I feel like there's some comparison to be had between him and Patrick Mahomes, except he's more athletic, which is a more athletic Patrick Mahomes. That's a pretty good matchup. Next up is Jacob Eason, probably the strongest arm in the draft outside of maybe Jordan Love. So I'm going to put him at replacement level because he makes bad decisions under pressure. Ryan Fitzpatrick, I mean, he beat the Patriots, but that's about it. He's a backup. He's not going anywhere. Joe Flacco, same thing. Like, he's not starting over Drew Lock. He's old now. I would have put him as an elite quarterback maybe a few years ago, but not anymore. So I'll put him here. Jake Fromm, it's the same thing. I'll put him up with Jacob Eason. Those two, they're rookies who worry me because they don't make the good decisions. But if they can make the good decisions, I think both of those guys could be elite at some point in the future. I'm gonna put Jared Goff as a great quarterback. I don't know. He's good, but he's not worth the money he's signed for. He's better than Dak and all of these guys, except for maybe Cam, but Cam is not on a team. Dwayne Haskins is starting caliber. I don't, he's mediocre. I don't think he's. Okay, Justin Herbert, I think, is the best quarterback in the draft. He's so poised in the pocket, such a strong arm. He has such good touch on the ball. I think, yeah. Okay, Taysom Hill, he's not developed into a quarterback. I think his college film shows that he could be a starter, but he's not gonna start just because he hasn't played a lot. So maybe next year he might get a few snaps at quarterback, but he's not gonna get more than 40 or 45 even next year. Jacoby Brissett is starting caliber because he was under Bill Belichick for a bit, so that just gives him a little bit of an advantage. He's poised in the pocket and he's strong. Yeah, I think I'll put him at starting caliber. He reminds me of Big Ben a little bit. Jameis Winston. You know, this is probably the most controversial one, but I think he has the talent. He has what he needs to succeed. He just needs to figure out a way to limit those interceptions, and he could be the best, well, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. I think he has the potential to be great. I don't know if he will be great, but this is based on fully on potential for next year. So what they could do if their potential was maximized. So Jimmy G, this is hard for me because I don't think him personally is a good quarterback, but the team that he's around and the like way he plays on the 49ers, yeah, you have to put him as great. They just went to the Super Bowl. He's great. Daniel Jones is starting caliber because at the beginning of the season, like his first few games, he was actually quite good. Like it was fun watching him play. He's mobile, he dances around the pocket, he avoids the sack and he makes the throws, but he makes bad decisions sometimes and his arm strength is a concern. Kyle Allen isn't gonna start. I don't know. He could go up. It's between these two, but I think I'm gonna keep him here. He could start. I mean, if Teddy B like gets injured or something, but I don't think he will. He won MVP. I don't think there's an argument there. So Jordan Love has the strongest arm in the draft. He's already being compared to Patrick Mahomes. I think he's starting caliber, but I don't know what team is gonna take the risk on him. Do I have to say anything about Mahomes? Anything about Mahomes? Mariota, he's a Bears QB. Uh, him and Trubisky are gonna fight for that starting job, but I think he has starting caliber potential. I don't think he's any better than that. So Minshew had a breakout season last year, his rookie season. So I'll put him at starting caliber because he probably will start for the Jags, and I think they're gonna have some success, but I don't think they're gonna be as good as they were with the really good secondary they had a few years ago. Nick Foles, I think he's starting caliber. I don't think he's bad, but he's pretty mediocre. So Philip Rivers, I'm gonna put at great. No. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put him as starting caliber. That's a lot of starting caliber. No, he goes down actually. Aaron Rodgers is great. I can't put him at elite because all of these guys are gonna have a better 2020 than him, almost guaranteed. Russell Wilson, probably the second best quarterback in the NFL right now. He doesn't make mistakes. He doesn't get injured. Like, as a Seahawks fan, he is, I don't know, I feel as valuable to his team as Patrick Mahomes. He's amazing. Matt Ryan is great. I don't know. People keep forgetting how good he can actually be. He's not very consistent, but when he is good, he's quite good. Alex Smith is an interesting one. I don't know if he's in the NFL at all. I'm going to put him at replacement level, but I definitely think he could go up to great. Um, Matthew Stafford, he's a great quarterback. I think the problem is he didn't play at all last year. His backup's Jeff Driscoll, though, I think. So, yeah, he's great. Jarrett Stidham. He's in a Belichick offense. Yeah, I think he's starting caliber because he's in Bill Belichick's offense. So Ryan Tannehill, I can't put him at elite, but he had a really good 2019. I mean, he got paid the money for it. Tom Brady, same thing. He's great. He should be elite, but 5-yard checkdowns, I don't think they cut it. Teddy Bridgewater. I'm gonna put him as great. I think he's a really good quarterback on the right team. Okay, I think Mitch Trubisky is replacement level, but I think he does have a bit of potential. And so the quarterback who comes close to Herbert for me in this year's draft is Tua. He's so mobile in the pocket. He reminds me a lot like Russ. except he might have a more arm talent than Russ does. Tyrod Taylor, I mean, I remember him on the Bills. Now he's on the Chargers. He's probably not even gonna start on the Chargers. I think he's a backup. Yeah. PJ Walker, he was amazing in the XFL. I don't think he's gonna be the same in the NFL. He's a replacement level QB. And Deshaun Watson, he's top 5 in the NFL. And I think a lot of people are going to argue the Carson Wentz one, but if you guys didn't watch the film, Carson Wentz took a completely injury-riddled team and they were good. Like they weren't average, they were good. So this is my tier list. The link is going to be in the description. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.